Ready? I'll start the timer. Ready? Alright, go.
Nowadays, students are stressed. Why? Because of the long hours we spend in school, plus the number of workloads we brought at home. We barely have time to eat, little time to rest. And after that, without a decent sleep, I need to rush back to school. Then, that's my everyday lifestyle in Edu Laguna. Okay? With such, my body and mind are no longer open with the learnings and no longer appreciate all the good things our school offers. That's why I wish our school could offer shorter classes and also shorter classes and also
I heard your concerns, Jason. However,
that's why I can.
yes, so probably mental block because they barely have the time to rest. So as much as the academy would want to offer shorter classes, but we also have some concerns. We are tied to Gen policies. Just a few days ago, some of the students asked, some of our classmates are spending only 3 hours of classes per sem. But us, we have 4 hours. Why? Because it is CHED policy that we need to spend 54 hours per term per subject. And since we are trimestral, we only have 13.5 weeks of classes. We need to have 4 hours of classes per week. So we are tied to CHED policies. And that is something that not everyone is aware of. So just a few minutes ago, they told me that they want to change the curriculum. Yes, it is possible, but it will be offered to the next batches, not immediately effective to the current students. So that's also CHED policy. We also have several issues like limited resources in terms of classroom, budget, and faculty. It is really difficult to hire competent faculty members. It is really difficult to request for budget, even though we are an SM company. So just last week, we were informed that we do not need the 3rd floor and 4th floor of our new building yet. So they are not yet open to ordering furnitures and air conditioning units. But we said that we need that. But they need more budget for that. So we all want the following. We want shorter time spent in school. We want the students, of course, to study in their own pace and chosen place, something that is conducive to learning. We want more free time for our faculty members. Why? Because they can develop more quality learning materials given enough time. We want to accept additional students, but because we do not have enough classrooms, we do not have enough money to build new buildings, we cannot accept additional students. Since the tuition fee in NU Laguna is very low as compared to other universities. Because this is one way of giving back of the C family. So they have no choice but to enroll in universities with higher tuition fees. And of course, we want to save other resources. So these are the reasons behind this particular proposal. We actually want to innovate, to create an innovative platform for quality education that includes healthy students, conducive environment, good learning contents, streamlined process, and of course, quality outcomes. Those familiar? Okay. And these are the motivation for our proposal. Yes, our proposal is really simple, but this solves the root of the problem. Even though you have a very good proposal using technology, if your clients, the students, are no longer capable of accepting and appreciating your proposals or the efforts of the university, then it will be useless, right? even if we have good facilities and the faculty members can no longer appreciate it because of stress, then it will not be maximized as well. So imagine, how do we shorten the time for our faculty and our students? Imagine for one subject with 4 sections. They need to spend 4 hours in academe, right? So we are actually creating legit totoo. We are actually requesting or creating a request to CHED that 1 hour of each class will be a supplement, meaning it will be offered online. Therefore, they will only spend 3 hours in class or in school, and then 1 hour will be offered online at their own pace, at their own time, which is really conducive to learning, right? So imagine how much time we can save. If you have 4 sections in one subject, so we can save 1 hour each for each section, meaning 4 hours of classroom time. So that classroom is free for 4 hours. We can accommodate new classes, right? And then the teacher, instead of spending 4 hours, she will only spend 1 hour for the online class, right? And that is why we came up with new ASAP, or the NU Academic Supplement app. Okay, so this is very much similar with other learning tools like Moodle, Canvas, and Schoology. However, schools are subject to accreditation from CHED. If you are not accredited, you will no longer be allowed to offer courses, right? So next year, we will gonna have third-year students. We need to have our programs recognized. If not, then they will not be able to graduate. So we have to have accreditation. And in accreditation, they do not allow us to use freeware like Schoology or Edmodo. So we have to have our learning management system, our own learning management system, which is very expensive, like Moodle and Canvas. That's why this Microsoft technologies, this will be very helpful for us. And our NU ASAP has the following features.
And therefore, we come up with this new ASAP with those features. So first is, this app can upload and send messages. And it can also attach lessons and learning resources. Also, it can receive notifications, and it can monitor students' participation. And lastly, create schedule for online class.
Okay, so feel free to browse our website of our app. You can do that by visiting bit.ly NUASAP1. And so if you're not logged in, then you'll be able to see the site. Okay, so it has the documentation, the rationale why it has to be developed. So this is still a work in progress. However, we tested this a while ago. These are the screenshots of the vast screenshot of the app. But again, as I said, it's a work in progress. But the feature that we have right now, this is already usable. Okay. And we have Sir Dwayne to demonstrate the system.
Di pa tapos, bro. Minus points.
Minus points, teka lang, babawiin ko. So, good afternoon. My name is Dwayne Bautista, and here is the application that we made a while ago. First off, we can the uploading of the supplementary lessons, which is there. This is the main menu. Click the upload file. Then here you will see the uploaded file already. Then if you want to upload the file, click the add button. Then topic would be and there will be an attached file also. After attaching the file, wait for a while it's saved, then click the check button to save it to the SharePoint. Our database would be the SharePoint, and while the file was uploaded to the SharePoint, we used the Microsoft Flow to automate the sending of the notification to the students, which here, this is the example of the email that will be sent to the students, where you can, where the link of the new created file would be also sent to the email. When you click it, you could see the one who made the file, and when it was di pala. The attachment would be here. So you can actually access the file through only the Outlook of the students. While this is still work in progress, the teacher can also schedule a meeting, but we're still doing it for the future. Sorry.
Yeah, we are also hoping that aside from scheduling a meeting, we want to maximize the app so that in case there will be canceled classes, we can use the app to conduct online classes instead of conducting makeup classes again inside the classroom. So it will be a lot better. If there will be webinars, then this will be a good venue as well. And just like what Sir Joshua advised a while ago, we also want to add the feature of AI. You can upload an image of an exam, and then it can what do you call this? It can extract the text from the image, so you can save it as text. So those are additional features, as simple as it is, but sometimes simple things can do big changes. Thank you. So since I already presented, questions will be answered by some of our members.